So I love music, and you guys should all know that. So much so that within the past 3 years, I've listened to like 3,500 hours. It's a lot of fucking music, I promise. We're going to be listening to one of my favorite artists, actually, that's more recent, with him most recently being in 2K23, and that is Dijon. Now, when it comes to Dijon, it's not Dijon mustard. Thanks, editor, for putting that up instead of actual Dijon. No, that's, god damn it, not a Jean. I'm saying Dijon. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. And we are going to be covering his song, his album, Absolutely. Alrighty. I may get distracted because we did just get a new kitten and she's fucking adorable. I mean, look at her. She's so fucking adorable. That's Nezuko. Named after this Demon Slayer character. That's Nezuko. Song 1, Big Mics. Now, this song starts off the record really well on showing, you know, what kind of album we're going to be going through this, I think it's like 12 tracks. Really good album, honestly. I always jump ahead of myself, as we all know that. But back onto the first song. It's very soulful and very R&B. And I love this slow fucking soul R&B so much. I wish that I could sing like Dijon, and I can't think of anyone else right now because like I'm just focused on, you know, Nezuko, the little kitty. First song, Big Mics, really sets a pace for the soul of this album. And this song specifically is talking about, you know, this woman named Joanna and how much he really likes everything she does, how she moves, how she talks, like even everything that she does. He's pretty much in love with her, essentially. Song is absolutely great way to start off the album, with it being 8 out of 10 and 1 out of 1 on the album. So to start off the little bitness of track number 2, Scratching, it is a great follow-up to Big Mics. Like, honestly, really great follow-up. And it kind of progresses, at least what I'm thinking he's telling the story of Joanna. But in this song, he doesn't really mention it. So it's been a little bit since I listened to this album, like 2 days ago, while I was doing research for this and ranking it and doing all that shit. But when it comes to Joanna, I'm not sure if it's like a fictional character of someone he was with but is using a different name with, or, you know, actually someone like naming them by name, you know. And this song is about, you know, how he made mistakes and how he's reminiscing of the times that they had good together, and now he's pretty much scratching and clawing his way to try and get to that kind of level with that, with either Joanna or even in another relationship. In this song, and this song, not this album, in this song, it really insinuates that he wants to be back with Joanna, and this one hits me at home, man. This is an 8 out of 10 song and a 2 out of 2. On the next track is Many Times, and this is the song that was put on 2K23. Now I do remember, as I'm looking at my notes and stuff, Joanna was mentioned in the last song, but in this song, this is where Joanna's name kind of goes out of the way.
My name is Jeff.
And it really is heavily implied it is her. This song is about him being hurt by her this time, which, I mean, it's normal in relationships to be hurt by each other, you know. He says that he doesn't really like to talk about it, which also implies that this is more of a toxic relationship rather than what we would call it normal. Like, all relationships are weird. Dijon also says that there's many times that she said that they were broken up, and so many times that he's been lassoed right back in by her, and he honestly couldn't help but come back. And it honestly happens a lot in toxic relationships, honestly. Honestly, one of the best songs on the album. I get why they I don't get, because the song's actually pretty sad, even though it's an upbeat, soulful tone. The fact that it was on 2K23, it doesn't fit. It is a great song, though. I don't get me wrong, I'm very glad he made it onto NBA 2K23. He deserves it. He's that fucking good. This song is fucking amazing. It just doesn't fit with being hyped like 2K23 normally does in their, stuff. Anyways, this is a 10 out of 10 song. This is one of the best songs on the album, if not the best. That's 3 out of 3. So on to the next track is Annie. And to me, this song feels like a step back lyrically from many times, but it's still really good. It feels more like an interlude, but like I said, it still feels really good as a song. And it makes me feel like he was giving a nickname to Joanna for Annie, and I will be using that from now on, because Joanna's a fucking mouthful, and Annie is not. Sorry for all you Joannas out there. Tell your parents to name yourself better next time. No, I haven't. I mean, I kind of dabbled to like the instrumentals and stuff, but now feels like the best time to start talking about it, because throughout the entire album, it is a very slow, kind of beautiful R&B sound that he has mastered. Like, oh my god, if it'll make me so good it is, dude. But yeah, it's throughout the entire album, and I have to say this: every single instrumental on the album is fucking phenomenal. If you really love instrumentals and kind of meh for the voices, or if you just love instrumentally good songs, whether there's a voice on there or not, you gotta go listen to Absolutely by Dijon, because holy fuck, it is just so beautiful. This style that he chooses to really does help complement his voice, and it helps him a lot. Regardless, this song is a 7 out of 10 and a 4 out of 4 on the album. On the next track, Noah's highlight reel. Pretty much saying if she is still in love with him, that he would always welcome her back. And again, this feels more like a toxic relationship, and it's mainly based on the memories that he remembers for the. So in every relationship, there are high points and low points. And this song is more about, obviously highlight reel. So this is like the best of the best of what he remembers being with this person. I believe it's Andy. I want to say it's Andy. But this feels like more of like kind of a high school relationship into your early 20s relationship. And because he does say some stuff about Friday Night Lights, which to me, I think this is more of a really past distant relationship. Because I mean, Dijon right now is 31 when this album came out. He was 29, so some time had passed. But I really like this song too, and like it's so good. It's so good. You are going to hear me say this album was so good so many times, because holy fuck, is it awesome. It's a 9 out of 10, 5 out of 5. On to the next track, The Dress. Oh my goodness. I remember when I said I am going to say a lot that this album is so fucking good. We are on to, honestly, arguably one of my favorite tracks from this album. Many times it's fucking up there. The Dress is up there as well. This chef's kiss, alright? The song is taking place, it seems like, future of all the other songs. Maybe it's the present of, this point of life that he was writing in, where it's more in the present rather than reminiscing on things. This song, Annie and Dijon, at least I think it's Annie, because like I said, he kind of stops mentioning Joanna / Annie / whatever the fuck we're gonna name her now, and we're kind of, it's all up in the air as to what's or who it really is about. And they're reuniting and planning on catching up. Dress is more of about the intent of dressing up to impress. So everyone And in this case, I mean, he does talk about how good she looks in that dress and how she always has. But to me, it's more of they're both dressing up to impress, which means that there's still some feelings there. And so maybe that's what he wants in this song. You know, they're reuniting after so many years, or however long they were gone and apart from each other. That, you know, now they are together as friends for now until they, you know, fuck. And out of 10's for me, and that is 6 out of 6 on the album. On to the next track. So the next song is called God and Wilson. This song, Dijon seems to be talking about his friends and possibly ones that are in a relationship. He does mention who the friend name is, like the male friend, and then talks about what I'm assuming is his friend's girlfriend, which is Helen. And it kind of implies that he has these thoughts when they're going out, and these thoughts that he really shouldn't have, like they are sexy thoughts. This is the fucking music I decided to fucking cover, apparently. Sexy, sad music. By the way, I am a firm believer sexy, sad is a thing now. Dijon, he is sexy, sad. Okay? This song is kind of essentially how he low-key kind of wants to fuck his friend's girlfriend.
Bombastic side-eye.
Whoa. This song isn't, like, bad. It's one of the weaker songs on the album for me. It isn't bad, just not for me. It's a 5 out of 10. That's 6 out of 7 on the album. Like I said, it is still good. It's just not for me, and I'm not a big fan of it. On to the next track. On to track number 8. It's called Did You See It? Did You See It, to me, is... My editor's gonna freak the fuck out of you guys, what I'm about to say. He's paranoid in bed with someone he probably shouldn't be, which I'm thinking is in bed with Helen, you know, that friend's girlfriend. Yeah, I think he somehow convinced her to fuck. Not much to say other than that about this track. Other than obviously instrumentals, I'm gonna be on high praise of throughout the entire album, so I'm not gonna really mention it much more because, like I said, pretty good throughout the entire fucking album. So, you know, 7 out of 10 song. 7 out of 8 on the album. Next track. On to track number 9. Talk Down. Well, we're on to the kinky side of this album. Because in this song, I think Dijon is talking about how he likes being talked down to. And being dominated. Which, I mean, good for you, like, honestly. Great for you. It's just, I wasn't expecting that. Dijon has such a fucking soulful voice. I wasn't expecting him to be like, yeah, I like being talked down to, you know? He even references having sex in the backseat of his car in this song. So, you know, I think we've moved on from fucking Annie 100% now. We're fucking full sending that away from here. So, you know, that's the story of this album now. We went from having a story to, yeah, now I just want to fuck everyone. I don't know. This song's actually pretty good. The style of beat that he had here was boom bappy like Logic, which I actually really like. You know, I fuck with Logic. So I even have like a playlist of, you know, bangers I would listen to back in high school, right? Fucking Logic was so many of that. Logic, fucking awesome. 8 out of 10 song, 8 and 9 on the album. Next track. On to track number 10, Rodeo Clown. This is another really good fucking song. Like, there's a trifecta here, right, in this album, of just great fucking songs. Rodeo Clown, as I'll talk about in a second. The Dress and Many Times. Beautiful songs, honestly. Let's talk about Rodeo Clown now. So, the way he writes the song, it makes me feel like he's now being in a point of view of a woman looking at him, you know? And this woman is more specifically obsessed with him. So, you know, I think, I don't know, I don't have any, like, funny shit. I really have any funny shit when I go into this. I and just doing it. I have like notes, but that's about it. Anyways, so this woman is observing how Dijon is acting in, I'm assuming, a club, and this is kind of the metaphor of rodeo clown, where to me it feels like she's the clown for watching the rodeo, and the rodeo being life, you know. Or maybe he's the clown for living rodeo or life so recklessly and so always wanting to be in the past. And it's honestly really, damn, I got it. Fuck. I didn't even have that written down. This is like actually, that's fucking good. That's some good shit. Alright, I'm gonna look at my notes again to see what I can still say take out, because I just fucking blew myself out of the water, so. Oh yeah. Now, Dijon also says, "You write nice" in this, and like I said, this song is about, you know, it's from a woman's point of view, so like, I'm thinking she's like, "Damn, son, you got all that riz, come here and give it. I want all your babies. Come here, Dijon, I will have your babies." You know? Like, he has all this fucking riz. I do really enjoy this song. It's fucking immaculate. 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 on the next track. So this is track number 11. This is End of Record. The way I just have it, it's just all fucked up. But this is kind of confusing, not gonna lie, how he has the last two songs named. If you didn't just go in and not look at any of the titles, you just went in to listen to it, it's not as confusing, but like whenever you're looking at the titles, right? Because the next song is called Credits, but this song is called End of Record. So it kind of makes you question, should I really listen to the last song? I say yes, because that album is fucking fire as fuck. Getting through the lyrics, this is about how many of the women that he's been with throughout his life, including Annie and whoever else he was talking through, maybe Helena, you know, his friend's girlfriend. He does say Penny, which again could be another Annie, but I don't. Look, I'm not gonna try to keep up with the storylines of this shit, because I love this album so much. Like, not even really gonna be like focusing on the lyrics, just because it overall just sounds so beautiful, and it is just kiss, motherfucker. He does share that he does regret some of the stuff he has shared through his songs, and I completely agree with, like I said. Yeah, this song really resonates with me, and it, like I said, it puts it to another level of why I enjoy it and how much I enjoy it. We can't change the past. And this song, I try to keep it lighthearted for the most part throughout all my, my music reviews, my anime reviews, but this song, it's personal for me, and I just want to portray that because, well, or not even portray, just tell you guys that just because, well, you guys can see my demeanor. It's really good. It's a 9 out of 10, and it's a 10 out of 11 on the album, on the final track credits. In this song, I wrote that there isn't really much lyrical here, which kind of so. It's written very literally, kind of just to end the record off on not such a sad note, at least for me. You know, this song is just kind of like smooth out the end of the record and make you feel like, yeah, that song just fucking hit me in my fucking feels, because holy fuck. But this is more of like to vibe with it. Kind of impartial to it. Sometimes I really like it, sometimes I kind of don't care for it. So I do have to give it 5 out of 10, because like I said, I'm impartial, and that's like a final score of 10 out of 12 on Dijon's Absolutely. Now, let's talk about the record a little bit. This song has so many songs that are eligible for the sex playlist. Yes, we are keeping that shit running. And a lot of sad songs. And like I said a little bit earlier, apparently all I review is fucking sexy, sad music, and Dijon is the absolute proof that sexy, sad music exists. I hope if you guys really did enjoy this, you know, you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta rate this album like a 9 out of 10. It is so good. I do recommend you guys go and listen to it. And if you guys don't want to listen to it for some odd reason, here's another song by Dijon that not on this album, but I give so much credit to, as it is like one of my top 10 songs, like favorite ever of all time. Skin by Dijon. That shit is fucking so good, so beautiful. You should go listen to it. Like I said, 9 out of 10 album. That's my thoughts. So, okay. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, love you, bye.